Using a 32-year-old shot stopper Azir Abada. He had a really impactful game yesterday. Dris Ganam scored twice yesterday. Dangerous player. Adnan Ubari gets a start as Association Marta BS player. Badir Al-Karachi as well. He begins from the start as the side is skippered by Ibrahim Abakli, the 29-year-old from Malaga Beach Soccer. One of the few players in the tournament that plays their professional football outside of their native country. Now for country of Angola, the Gazelles Las Palancas. Coach Peterson Veresh Dias is going to Antonio da Silva Alfonso, the highly experienced 34-year-old. Omar Teixeira de Francesca, he'll be a key figure in the attack. He did score yesterday as well, the key goal. Europeres Andre Francesco leads the side, the Maritime FC player. And the other two players that make up the five is Antonio Ferreira, as well as Zanga FC midfielder Do Amaral. I think the battle is going to be won and lost in that midfield, as the two skippers in Ibrahim Abagli as well as Francesco vie for an edge at the coin toss. Looks as if Angolians might have pipped that one. But yeah, they would have seen the Atlas Lions, really roar to an outstanding victory against their opponents yesterday. And yeah, they're a real hot prospect to this North African side. Omar Salah bringing through big reputation with him, with big names as well. I mean, the likes of Ibrahim Abagli, one of the top players in the world. This side even just slightly lower than the likes of the United States. That just tells you how well they've done over the last course of a few years to push the game of beach soccer in North Africa. He'll be a busy man, methinks. Antonio da Silva Afonso, the goalkeeper for Angola. We get ever so close to kickoff. A reminder of the results thus far today. Match 1 in Group E saw a humdinger of a match. Mozambique and Tanzania in a 9-goal thriller, which went in favor of Moz. The first shot goes out wide from the kickoff. 5-4, that one ended match. 2 in Group A saw South Africa take on Seychelles. They had to leave it late. 2 goals in the third quarter from Gatu and as well as his teammate Mkize. Enough to clinch a victory for coach Shange. This is the third of today's encounters with Malawi and Saudi Arabia to finish off the day. Now, I can tell you 14 goals just today, 36 overall in the tournament. And I think the goal scoring has not dissipated at all, as Morocco find themselves in Group B quite comfortable after their opening day win yesterday. And it puts them on 3 points. Angola on 2 against Tanzania. An early chance for a dangerous Dris Ganam. Scored a brace of bicycle kicks yesterday. Really potent player, and watch out for the style of the Moroccans. They have a tendency of working their way up the pitch in their own different way. There's many ways to skin a cat, but the ball barely touches the sand. They tend to keep it in the air more often than so. Or was it a tactic on the day yesterday? Let's see. Today brings new opportunity to have a closer look at him. That is Anur El Abbasi, 24-year-old. And first attempt there by Dris Ganam. He's had his football at Etihad, out in Morocco. Angolians as well, highly experienced team, and their side you cannot take lightly because they have real pedigree there themselves. In the course of the tournament and the participation of previous editions, acquitting themselves ever so well. It goes just slightly wide. Ball boy back into action as we see a shot of the Angolan coach Pedersen Geraldo Ferreira Dias. Angola, of course, play Mozambique in their last group game. That's on March 20th. Good block by the Angolan defender. Now, they make a return to the COSAFA Beach Soccer Championship after missing out in 2022 and hope to do better and get their best ever finish, which was the semi-final place in 2021. As the influential Ibrahim Abagli, playmaker, got an assist yesterday, crucial one at that. When the game seemed to be sort of going away from them. Pulled it back. Yasir Abada calling the controller. Nice touch there from Abagli. In play is Anur El Abbasi, 24-year-old Hercules BS player. The captain thinks about the pass and then waits for a better angle. Opts against it. Patience is the name of the game for the Atlas Lions. Like true lions, they stalk their prey and draw you in. Yasir Abada shot wide. Oh, good counter there by Angolians. There was a chance to do better really there from the man with that last touch. I do believe it may have been Francesco. He skippers the side. Maritimo player. One of the elder statesmen in the side, 36 years of age. Here's Abba again. And that was the Angolan keeper in full flight, Antonio da Silva Afonso. Great save there from him. Job is not yet done. An attempted shot was Badir El Krashili. It had a superb performance, particularly in the second period of the game. Came on to real good effect. He used the bench quite frequently. Omar Saila, that's something I picked up yesterday. He'd have 4 subs at one go, where usually teams, prior to that, you'd see them at 1 or 2 at a time. Good movement. Oh, hefty looking collision. Al Abbasi colliding with the Angolan player. Now there was goalkeeper Yasir Abada. Look at that, juggles. Has a quick look. Then the quick release on the keeper. Silva Afonso. Like a silver fox, very agile. Looking on is Angola's Pascal Cunha, forward by trade of Chalgorosh out in southern nation of Angola. An issue here for the captain. That's a bit of a nervy moment and a worry. Europe's Andre Francesco, such a influential player, limps off with injury. That introduces Pascal Cunha then into the game. Perhaps in earlier than anticipated. Yeah, back to the Angolan story after that semi-final 2021 edition. The team won both group games 3 years ago as they defeated South Africa 4-1 and the Seychelles 8-6 in a thrilling second encounter. Looks as if the rain is making a comeback. We'd hoped we'd go through a whole day without rain. But yeah, Mother Nature is like, nah, don't think so. Of course, in terms of that participation in an 8-6 a thrilling match, they set up a semi-final with the East African guest nation Tanzania, who eventually trying 5-2 to earn a berth in the final that year. It's still a strong showing though from Las Palancas, and suggested they have much potential to still grow. And they'll be eyeing the Cup of Nations as well as the World Cup to be real dark horses down there. Oh, almost put it under his control. Driss Gana. Also, Morocco, look at that, 4 subs already lined up. It is a definite tactic of coach Omar Saila. Very cleverly how he moves his players around like chess pieces on a sand-built chessboard. Oof. Abada again is getting closer and closer. Yes, one of the better techniques of the keepers on show here at the championship, Abada. 5 minutes of the first half, or first period remaining. Off is Abagli. On is Zohir Jabari, who comes on for him. I was going to say that the Moroccans were one of the few teams, the only team in fact, who scored 2 goals in the opening sector yesterday. They wanted that fast start, and they got it. Well, there's a shot for a foul. Angolans claim it. The call's led by Cunha. In fact, went against him. There's a 32-year-old Reda Zaroui picks up the ball. It's a penalty. Okay. There's a chance now for Reda Zaroui to add his name to the goal scorers. And 4 Angolan players just watching on, still putting questions to the referee, Mr. Ratesh Lal, that maybe didn't get that call, right? We move though. Here's Zarawi against Afonso. Nonchalant run-up, lack even of a run-up. Oof. Zarawi knew exactly what he was doing. Morocco up and running for a second game on the trot. They score a goal in the opening stanza. Don't even celebrate at all. They're just here to get the job done. Other North Africans, look at that. Nonchalant as you like. Afonso, no chance. Even kind of stares at the keeper to say, how dare you. They're up and running. 18th ranked side on the continent. As the Angolians restart the game on a deficit. Let's see what they are made of. Nice looking play here from the Atlas Lions. Great block in return by Angola's Jose Ferreira. And Ferreira plays for APFC out in Angola. 24 years of age. One of the youngest players, in fact, on show alongside Morocco's Mohamed Manar. Who's to 24 years of age. Most of the players in and around late 20s and early 30s. Abada, he's 32. Oof, just lost under the flight of the ball ever so slightly there. That's a chip attempted pass. No chip come shot really. Oh, good work there by Cunha. Now in Angola to number 9, Omar Francesca. Yeah, but Francesca's shot was wide. Quickly taken by Abada. The bicycle kick is on for the goal scorer Zarawi. Misses it completely though. Oof. Jet fuel behind that. 4 minutes remaining of this opening period. He control the game ever so well, do Morocco. They manage it through the use of their subs, where they decide to play in the pitch and how they decide to do so. Here's Abada. See, he lures you in. A touch then gets the second defender interested. Then that gives him enough time to work out what is the next move. Did the same thing twice, and then the third time of asking, he goes for the shot. And with Jabari just backing into his man. Oh, great touch and move as well from Adnan Bari. Soon to join us, Wilson Paquesh Francischi. Francischi plays for Maritimo. In fact, he's teammate of Mateus Alfredo Antonio. The different representatives from the likes of Zanga on Football Club. Corinthians, Shalgorosh as well out in Angola. You even have a Manchester FC, and I can tell he's not Manchester United. It's the beach soccer version, but out in Angola. And they say Manchester's blue. We move.
Our next match on this one will be Saudi Arabia taking on Malawi.
Habara should pick this up. As you can tell, yeah, the temperatures have definitely changed. There's a bit of a gust of wind as well. Look at the flags just behind the players. They didn't had as much, to be honest, in the previous two games. And there is some rain about, ever so slightly. It's drizzling. Hopefully that's as far as it goes. Angola yet to trouble Abada here. They need to get into this game. Morocco staying staunch and steely in their concentration. Now with Duar Amaral. Pushed was Francisci. Shot is wide. That's all they've been reduced to. Shots from distance. The last touch coming. Yeah, that's exactly what I mean. Beautiful representation of different countries. The wind picking up ever so slowly, slightly over the last, let's say, 10 minutes or so. An issue for the 32-year-old Yazir Abada. They do have on the bench Mohamed Manar, if necessary. He was tussling away and decided to join the fray to his own detriment. I don't know how much of a kick he got there, but we'll give him the benefit of the doubt. It was highly ambitious there from Abada. He is capable, but he needs to reel himself in those kind of chances. First snapshot by Cunha. Wind down last 2 minutes in the half. A solid goal thus far by their man Zarawi, Rida Zarawi. Bringing his tally to the tournament, in fact, to 3 now. Real top player is Zarawi, providing a lot of quality off the bench for the Atlas Lions. Abada, such a key cog in this Moroccan setup. Thinks about the shot. Is he gonna have it? Not. Lays it off to the right hand side, and then from a side-footed finish, Afonso's called into action. They are masters at patience. Will not strike up until the moment is right. As Hichao just runs out of space there. He plays for TBS out in North Africa as well. Into the last 19 seconds. Not too much in between these two sides, but enough for Morocco. Ooh, that looked like a foul. Oh, play on, referee says. Yeah, the buzzer goes, and Morocco do end the first period as the team in the lead. Morocco didn't have too many really chances to speak of in that first quarter, with Yasir Abada more with playing with the ball than having to use his hands. And this is exactly what I speak of. Did a lot of this, that Yasir Abada. Look at the two players posted on either side of the post, just to give him the space to unleash these thunderous shots. But he's getting closer, but has not hit the target as yet. That man has jersey number 8, Rida Zarawi. That was from that turned into the penalty that Zarawi slotted away for his third of the tournament. So composed and so confident. There's a 32-year-old player. Yazir Abada also pulling the strings at the back, creating chances for the likes of Amin Al-Bidauri. Yeah, that's how the cookie crumbled. We're back again for the second quarter of this match. Morocco leading 1-0. As we get ready for the resumption of the second quarter, it is the Moroccans who are out first, and I can tell they've already made a substitution. And between the sticks, it's Mohamed Manar, the 24-year-old Jeunesse Sportif, the Casablanca player, and for Yazir Abada. And for the Angolans, I did see the captain return, Francisco. It left earlier due to injury. Just to his left-hand side is Omar Teixeira da Francesca. So it'll be a first time that these two play for an elongated period. It's Francesca with the initial shot. Refs have spotted player infringing. The culprit is the captain of Morocco, Ibrahim Abakli. Oh, yellow card as well in the midst of all of that. As the captain, skipper, gets yellow. His first of the competition. Still only one player's seen red, that being the goalkeeper for Tanzania, Ibrahim Abdallah. Can they do better from the retake? Do they go to the right-hand side and they get themselves a throw into Las Palancas? As Malawi enter the fray in song, looking to psych out the Saudis. And Morocco themselves making their debut at the COSAFA Beach Soccer Championship. Oof, acrobatic work. Been one hell of a goal there from Dries Kanam. He is quite capable. Man who turns 30 in 5 days' time. In Morocco, in regulars at the Africa Beach Soccer Cup of Nations, appearing in 9 previous editions, so one of the most decorated sides on the continent. Miss only 2 with 3 bronze medals to their name. Oh, that's a good looking strike, but not worrisome. Too worrisome anyway for the Angolan goalminder Afonso. A couple of good saves that he made in the first, particularly from Yazir Abada. He's been replaced by that man, Mohamed Manar. Angola don't want to leave it too late. They would want to get on the scoreboard as soon as possible, particularly in this quarter. Goes to the back post. Afonso comes out, clutches that. Has a go at the shot. All he finds is a quick press from Angola's Tavares Miguel. Back to Manar. It's a good run there from the left. Just overcooked that throw for the captain Ibrahim Bagli. Finds clever spaces in the pitch. Does Bagli. Very high IQ player. And the passes are right. Don't want to give Ganam an easy route to goal. Strong work from man who just got carded, Francisco. Look at that. Guess who's on the front foot again? It's the captain, Abagli. Got good stamina as well. Always on the move and finds those pocket of spaces on the left or the right. Rarely will see him play centrally. He allows the likes of Ganam to do that work. Into the 9 minutes now. Not as eventful a quarter as we would have anticipated. But that's what Morocco do. They stab for you. Manar just over. The wait shall continue for any of the keepers to break their goal-scoring duck in the tournament. Good looking pass. Thought about the acrobatic attempt there, did Andre Kativas. Ganam back to goal. Pops up the ball as a goal. Perhaps too far for him there. Nice touch there by Bagli. Composed player. Apollo be wasteful. He's had a couple of those, Mohamed Manar. That's the second now. He just on the ball needlessly away. Good push. Power. The angle though slightly against him. João Cunha. Plays for Shalgurash, one of 3 players in the matchday squad today. Cause of a foul on Anur Al-Abbasi. Waved away by the refs. Acrobatic clearance there. 2 subs turn to 3 quickly. The bottom of the picture. Looks as if Amin Al-Bidwari is about to come on, the 30-year-old. His goal scorer, Rida Zarawi. Ooh. First real save for Afonso he's had to make in this period. 6 minutes on the clock. Warming up, those subs have come on. Fresh legs to the back post. The volley is good. Just took a wicked bounce from the right foot of Ibrahim Bagli. Yeah, those are those 3 subs. Zarawi, Jabarei. It's Bagli battling away with Orma Teksheria Francesca. A shot by Zarawi. One 0, although with all their dominance, is a very dangerous scoreline. As we saw in the Seychelles and South Africa game, as well as Mozambique and Tanzania. Moz were leading the game, comfortable, but still ended 5-4. Seychelles drew first blood, but lost 3-2 in the third period. As for his players to switch on, does Manar. Great Handling there from such a close shot. Did extremely well to even get low and not even spill that at all. Of course, the game after this one, Malawi and Saudi Arabia to close off the day. They'll be keenly watching on, I'm sure, as are others, to see what exactly this Moroccan side is all about. Into the last 5. Still only 1-0. Touched there by Jabare. And Morocco finishing 3rd in 2013 at the Africa Beach Soccer Cup of Nations, beating Nigeria 7-2 in the bronze medal match before back-to-back bronze medals in 2021 and 2022. They also beat Uganda 5-3 and COSAFA side Mozambique 6-4, respectively, to take 3rd. Bit of a stretch on the rebound. Keeper Afonso with the hand. 2 saves by Afonso. Can't get it out of his feet as Rida Zarawai. Sensational work there from the Angolan keeper. Try him one more time from far out. Look at these couple of saves. Was initially on the floor. Was Adnan Obari. Quickly got up on his feet as Zorhai looked to pounce again on the second, but he denied by Antonio da Silva Afonso, the 34-year-old. The eldest player in the Angolan side. The second youngest if you include the fact that Juribes Andre Francisco's older than him. Nice neat turn there, but goes nowhere slowly. Oof. Power driver there from the ever-present Zarawi. And guess what? Antonio da Silva Afonso called into action again. Into the last 3. Take a glimpse of the Angolan bench. Francisca and Rosalaza Francisco. Look at that. Hard work for everyone, even the ref sweating there. It is quite humid despite it being overcast. Bit of a stoppage here. Still 1-0 at the closure of the second period. In comes, for the first time in the game, Delson Joao. He will replace Afonso. Very lanky player. Joao is a Zanga Football Club goalkeeper. Oh, first save for Joao, already called into action sooner than he would have anticipated, but good to see that he switched on. Oh, back post. Expect a spectacular. Good save there by Joao. Flung his right foot at a traveling ball. That was really well worked there by the Moroccans. From that angle, looked very unlikely that Jabre would get that on target, but he did. Superior work there from a 27-year-old midfielder. And he's to the right of the screen. Straight into Joao's hands. Quick release from the deadlock keeper. That was a bit of selfish play. I think the pass, or the better option was to the open Cunha, Pascal Cunha. Into the last minute and a half. Still 1-0 despite Morocco's continued dominance. Zhao being peppered with shots. It's as if Alfonso left, or Alfonso leaving, has spawned Morocco into life to have a real go at the new keeper Zhao. Now here's a promising chance here for the Las Palancas. Las Palancas do not get it right though. Pascal Cunha. Still with Cunha. Still Cunha. Good block by the keeper. Less than 60 seconds. And with Angola's Jose Ferreira waiting to come on. I think he just joined us. Yeah, there he is. Number 5. 24-year-old defender. First touch for Antonio Ferreira. Also involved is Paulos Dias Nascimento, known as Du Amaral. "13 seconds and counting. Angola just need a couple of moments just like that. You need a cut of luck, a big slice of luck. They just needed something out of nowhere and they found it. Snapshot. Bought a lottery ticket and guess what? It came up trumps. 1-0 is the most dangerous scoreline in football. Any sort of football. Feeling it there. There's a Pascal Cunha. This is where he powered past the man and I think the keeper just got lost flat to the ball, or was there a little deflection there from one of the Moroccan players? Let's see, Cunha does all to just brush his man aside, that being Adnan Ubari. Oh, look at the look there from Jabari towards his teammate. Said, nah, that's not how we defend. Yes, will most likely bring an end to the first period. Second period, I should say. 3-man wall. Over the crossbar, and yep, there's the buzzer. Tamia's goal there. Zhao played his part in the build-up to that goal. He had 3 consecutive saves he had to make, and he did, which allowed Cunha to then release a shot that just evaded the goalkeeper Manar, who probably saw it late. And it's 1-1, ladies and gentlemen. Some of the thrills and spills from the corner. Wicked bounce, and Manar, as that earlier save, did really well not to spill that. While Alfonso was still on, he also pulled off a couple of key saves, not once but twice. On the follow-up was Reda Zarawi, the goal scorer. Couldn't beat Alfonso. And eventually they did replace Alfonso. And that was still Alfonso in action. There's one where his replacement keeper comes on. As Manar as well. He's had a couple of these sighters and he's not too far away, if I'm being honest. And the 24-year-old keeper, wonder how he will come out for the third period. Because I think him and Abara are quite close in terms of skill set and level. Perhaps maybe Yazir Abara slightly a better shot stopper than him. This man very capable. That's when Ojal, the second keeper, was on the pitch, and he had to also be switched on to the danger of the goalkeeper, the Moroccan goalkeeper. Got real technique. There's the man Minar, but this was a crucial moment. Morocco perhaps just been guilty of complacency and switching off slightly. Easily dispossessed. Yeah, big deflection there from Zuar Jabari. Otherwise, I think keeper Manar had that covered. Where have you covered? Comes the third half very soon. as the third quarter soon to commence with these two sides at an even 1-1 as things currently stand. Coming into this game, Morocco were ahead on Group B on 3 points ahead of Angola, who they had 2 points in themselves after their victory in extra time against Tanzania yesterday. Tanzania beaten for a second game running today, 5-4 by Mozambique, who got their first points on the board. Group B wide open for 3 teams currently: Morocco, Mozambique, and Angola. And Tanzania probably out of the running now. Oh, that's clever. Just pass it by them instead of blast it, as the players usually do. Anur Al-Baasi has just come on. Changing keepers here. Here seems to be so. Not a good pass by the captain. We rarely say that. A Barkley keeper comes out. Yasir Abada. He's replaced Mohamed Manar. Abada has conceded 2 goals in the tournament, while his opposite number, or his competition in the squad, Mohamed Minar, just 1, courtesy of Cunha's deflected shot. And by the way, that goal by Cunha, both the tournament goes to 38 now overall. And that's 16 goals for today. Afonso. Interestingly, Morocco have yet to reach the FIFA Beach Soccer World Cup. For all their dominance and pedigree, definitely have the 2025 edition to be staged in the Seychelles, of course, in their sights, hoping to be among the 2 African qualifiers for the event to join the Indian Ocean hosts. Well, the shot wasn't on for a bicycle kick, but he did somehow find an opportunity to almost toe poke it. Anur El-Abasi. And strong defensive work to the back post. Ball kind of stands back to Anasi. Can't find the cross to opposition. Dris Kanam always lurking in a dangerous area. Time ticking over in the third period. If this stays as is, it goes to extra time. And I think the Ghanaians will be very proud of their efforts. But it's Kanam. Claims a foul. Referee says play on. Will it go against him? Playing 2 back-to-back games, going into extra time, and eventually catches up with you as the tournament commences. Mozambicans watch on. Ganam claiming a foul against Jose Ferreira. And then after that, he went on and fouled him right in front of the referee there. Yasir Abada as a Moroccan keeper today, making his century of appearances for his beloved nation of Morocco. Ooh, great play all around. Created the space out of nowhere there like a jack in the box. Omar Teixeira de Francesca, and the man in his 100th appearance, says, I will not be beaten for a second time. In fact, he has not been beaten. It was Manar not so long ago. Oh, header. Close there. Sleeping well, Morocco. Game come alive on the last couple of minutes. Looks up to the heavens. Anur Al-Abasi, the 24-year-old. Maybe knows he should have directed that better. Oh, mistake by the keeper. Lucky for him that there was no player in red to sort of see that through. Man does get injured quite a bit. Is Pascal Cunha. There was a chance, great turn, and then inside of his instep. But Yazir Abada always switched on, superb. And as well the vision to spot the run from teammate Anur Al-Abasi. We had more time than he thought. I think could have done way better with that. Golden bench watches on keenly. Pedersen, Geraldo Vera, Diaz. Good to note the rain is still staying away. We have one more kickoff after this one. Saudi Arabia and Malawi. Nice little touch there from Yazir Abada. Gives Cunha the most of sportsmen like hugs. Says sorry about that, mate. We're here to win. I think we'll be seeing more and more younger fans at this competition. School holidays are upon us. And this is the perfect sort of tournament for the youth. Part of a group I'm not anymore. Acrobatic. Here comes another chance. Angola finishing strongest here. Finding a second wind. Here down in the South Beach. Dangerous Omar Teixeira da Francesco. For the first time, Morocco's credentials really being tested. Great shot. Just tipped over by Da Silva Afonso. One of the best keepers in this tournament is Abada doing that exactly. Francesco, the pass is on, just saved. Gets a hand to it. And does keeper Yazir Abada. One for the spectacular. Takes it, works it, blocks it. As Ferreira. 7 minutes. It's all livened up ever so nicely in this third quarter. Oh, that looked like a foul chance there for the Angolians. The pass was on to the left-hand side. As Morocco throwing more and more numbers. Recklessly so, some may say, but they're leaving big gaps. And caution to the wind, they say fortune favors the brave. Ooh, that's a foul. The answer is no, refs. Yep, definitely. It was on Tavares Miguel. Well, this man has been key in the second half. I mentioned how he's such a key figure in this Angolan side, Omar Teixeira da Francesco. This was the first of his two chances, just wide of the upright. And then from there, Yazir Abada produced this stunning effort. Fonzo had to just tip that over. Don't think he needed to dive. They could just stood and literally almost probably caught it or just tipped it over without having to dive. Morocco having appointed former Senegalese coach Omar Saila to lead the national side. Brought him into the system back in 2020 in January, and they finished second at the 2024 Turandu do Marahau. That was behind only recently crowned world champions Brazil. Quick release. Keeper Afonso, superb work there. Then the keepers have stolen the show at this year's tournament in opening 2 days. Real top performances from the likes of Abada, Minar, Afonso, Abdullah, before he got sent off, and man from Seychelles as well. Burachau. 6 minutes in. Now we're heading for extra time. Oof. Player about to come on is Badir Karashli. It was around about this time that they turned on the power against the opponents yesterday in Morocco and ensure that they got necessary points that they needed and got away from Mozambique in fashionable style. Captain now, Barkley. So Barkley attempts the spectacular. Angola win the ball here. Thinks about the shot, beats two players. Oh, good play there from Angola's Gomen Antonio. As Yasir Abara will control the game from here. Last 5 minutes. Getting very, very tense now. It's anybody's game. I think a lot of people would have discounted the Angolians, particularly in the showing that Morocco put in yesterday and the big reputation they came into this competition with. But really, Angola, the last 2 quarters, have shown they can play with even the best on the continent. And the counter keeper Afonso does really well just to come out at a crucial time. Picked up now by Zarao. Keeper Afonso back. Zarao again. Afonso. It's Zarao versus Afonso. Almost like a personal battle between those two. Maybe one of them owes the other money. Who knows? Cunha. Twist and turns. Cunha. Abada comes off his line. It's Cunha. Can't get the pass away. There was a chance with the keeper so far off his line. Ibrahim Sakali to come on. Whoever scores the next goal, I think, might just win this game. No foul on the Moroccan player. Not as easy as they thought was going to be, the Moroccans. And that's wasteful. The pass was on the right hand side to Zarawi. Oh, here's a chance for Angola. Is this the moment? Wow! Yes! They finally bundled it over. It's Cunha again, the nemesis of Morocco. They leave it late. The Atlas Lions, are they going to be tamed? Cunha does what he does after scoring. He always takes a timeout. They are tired. Wow. Absolutely wild. Come from behind performance from the Angolians. Las Palancas, off and puffed. Keeper Abara will not be beaten, but Cunha, as he's done, always sniffs out a chance. Always sniffs out a chance. The cat sat amongst the pigeons. Oh, is that the cat wiggling his tongue at the lion? This smashes Group B wide open, because if Angola hold on to this, that puts them on 5 points with Morocco on 3. That's where it started. The initial attempt via Francisco. Abada did extremely well. Look at that. Some of the Moroccan players not even sure where the ball is or where the players are. Cunha, he made sure. Is there another late twist to this tail? Keeper has to dive low. Morocco need a goal. Wow. With 2 victories for Angola, as Peterson Verjans will be thinking to himself, we can win this tournament. We can beat the likes of Morocco. There's a mistake there. Is this going to be a third? You betcha! They bury Morocco. Persistence pays. Wilson Pokash, Francisci. The athletes are well and truly tamed. Unless they can find a minor miracle somewhere on the beach of Durban, on the south beach of Durban, with 2 goals. A bit of a mistake by Riza Zarawi of all players. He was him who got Morocco going. He's got the first, drops his head. Knows, oh, Angola just wanted this even more. What does Coach Omar Saila have up his sleeve? He'll have 2.5 minutes to showcase it. Oh, big volley attempt there by Zarawi. Oh, great defending, and gets up on his feet. And as Jose Ferreira shouts at Afonso to say, do better, you don't want to switch off. Back to goal, strong play by Zora Jabari. Morocco definitely need a chance right now. They are very capable, a highly talented team, but even the most talented find it difficult to showcase their potential. Ganam always setting that up, wasn't never going to happen, was never in the position to do that. Afonso as well, let's not forget the role he's played in ensuring that Morocco never went ahead, never got more than a solitary goal. It seemed like a push, but Zarawi marches on. Still powerful play by Zarawi. Thinks about the shot, has to wait. It sets up the pass to Ganam. That's not going to really help Etihad, man. In fact, the ball goes out in favor of Angola. All they have to do is just control proceedings. Turn. Claim of a foul on Jose Ferreira. Now here, Morocco, they find a second. A mistake from the Angolans. I mentioned this man's prowess, Driss Ganam. He's got a third. He's a go-to man, go-to player for Morocco. From the throw-in, Angola slightly switched off. Where was the marking there? The presence of mind just to find the necessary finish. Are we up for a grandstand finish? Can Angola hold on? Oh, Morocco. Remember that they are the 18th ranked team in the world and the best in Africa. Oof. 39 goals and counting, 17 as today alone. As we approach destination, 50 goals. Use of a shoulder by Ibrahim Abagli. Oh, dispossessed. Danger signs for Angola. Claims of a foul. Moroccans not pleased. It is Ganam who applies the pressure. There's 21 seconds on the clock. A shot there by Jabari. Abada. 4, 3, 2, 1. The buzzer goes. Angola get the win against Morocco. From behind after they took the lead first through Reda Zarawi. You see what it means to Las Palancas. Never lost hope, kept their nerve. Cunha with a brace that set Angola on their way. They now have 5 points in their group. Look at that. The likes of Francisca, emotional. You know what? They've caused damage to Morocco's egos, Morocco's reputation. Angola now the team to beat in this competition. Coach Omar Salah's side coming up short after an imperious performance. Man of the match is Pascal Cunha, man who backed the brace and ensured that his side was still in this game for as long as possible. Pascal Cunha to Tongo. What a game it's been. He came back and they got the job done. That Peterson, Vera Diash's side, will be celebrating long into the night. Look at that. Let's go. Let's go, Las Pancas. Como está o teu dia? Obrigado. They'll be saying to their fans. Morocco beaten. It's 3-2 at full time. Group B has just been shaken up. And of course, last but not least, we've got Malawi and Saudi Arabia. Can they add to the already heart-stopping action, high-tempo entertainment we've seen? Find out at 4 o'clock.
Jabuna na. Ufuna baphinde bazame. Ufuna abanye baphinde bazame lapha. Okay, asabe football. Last chance. Hey, what's up? Into zeyinoyile manje. Hey, wasungana ntombi la. Manga umuntu bo. Asure. Whatever. Hey, mangana la besa. Asamba what? Oh, you sound some 3, 4, 1.5, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Not one. Oh! Fala de bolso. Fala de bolso. But then you put this 10, Khaled Mudaya. Substitute are jersey number 3, Badel Arwani. Jersey number 4, Ahmed Amani. Jersey number 8, Walid Ayobi. Jersey number 11, Islam Saraj. Jersey number 12, Omar Karamish. Jersey number 14, Khaled Anwarat. And jersey number 15, Naif Yakmi. Coach is Gustavo Silva from Brazil. Our referee for this match, referee number 1, Luis Consti Steven Save from Mauritius. Referee number 2, Gil Batestrom from Seychelles. Referee number 3, Gil Salvador Muchanga from Mozambique. Reserve assistant referee Manus Innocent Temiko Simbata from South Africa. Timekeeper Nimandes Temiso from South Africa. And match commissioner Brenda Kuna from Zambia. Thank you.
And hopefully we get to finish off in style, because that's exactly what we've seen over the course of today, and in fact over the course of the last 2 days, as Angola showed substance over style, beating tournament favorites Morocco 3-2. Prior to that, we had another humdinger. South Africa left it late, got the job done in the third quarter, 3-2 against the Seychelles, and the highest scoring game of the day thus far. Mozambique and Tanzania involved in a 9-goal humdinger. 5-4 in favor of the Mozambicans. These fans have got their money's worth. By the way, do not pay anything to come and join us for these particular games. It is free. And we are live on various platforms, and we're finishing off in a high-octane fashion as well. We're on COSAFA Plus TV. As our Saudi Arabian fans as well, or viewers, we welcome you from all the way on the SS Sports. I'm sure we'll be quite keen to see how exactly that the Saudi Arabian side will be tackling their next sort of chapter. As SSC fans, I'm sure, will be, SSC viewers will be really honed in to this one. It's the last one for the day. Last but not least, this is a Group A encounter with Malawi, Seychelles, Saudi Arabia, and South Africa in the group. Saudi Arabia on 0 points. South Africa got some points on the board with their win against the Seychelles, which saw the Seychelles, Malawi, and South Africa all on 3 points. Group B looks like this. Morocco on 3 points. Angola, after winning their game and beating Morocco, are on 5. Tanzania remain winless in the competition. Mozambique with 3, all to play for. Here's to pitch side for the Republic of Malawi's national anthem. It was Mlungu Talitsani, Malawi. Oh, God bless our land. Now for the national anthem of the Republic of Saudi Arabia. And the first ever side to play in this championship will get another opportunity to get themselves a bit of piece of history. Their first ever win potentially, but up against the Malawian side, and I said, who are up and running in the tournament after their performance yesterday. Will be quietly confident. Malawi winning 4-2 against South African hosts, South Africa. And the match officials for this one is Louis Kusti, Steven Saeve of Mauritius, with Dean van der Toorn of Seychelles, and Mozambique's Dick Salvatore Mujanga to help out with the officiating for this particular encounter. We will be delving into the team news in a few seconds. I'm beginning with the Malawian team news with Willie Kulambe showing that he starts Justin Bonongwapiri between the goals. Isaka Jam, the captain, plays from the off as well. Martin Pilia, Sandra Usi, Dala Simba Dala. He's also got a bit of momentum coming into this one. Two of the Malawian players have 2 goals to their names as well. We welcome you, Super Sport fans, as well. Super Sport on SS5. Welcome SSC viewers and Super Sport viewers as well. If you just joined us, man, you've missed out on one hell of a day. 17 goals in the previous 3 matches. The 4th one. No match has gone into extra time, by the way, I may add. Or for Coach Gustavo Silva, the Brazilian. He goes with Ali Astafa. With Ramsey Dakman. He played yesterday, got all 36 minutes in. Khalid Mudaya, dangerous player for them, key player for them. Yet though, to really show consistency over the course of a game, that he potentially is a man that Silva could build this team around. Mubarak Al-Dasari is the captain for the Saudi Arabian outfit. The likes of Naif Yakil, Islam Saraj and Walid Ayobi with a watching brief for now. It is Southeastern power versus a Middle Eastern flair. Let's see if they can indeed find their first win in the competition. And what a shock result that was. Angola versus Morocco, 3-2. The likes of Cunha on the scoreboard in a come-from-behind victory. We've had goals in pretty much most of the games in terms of the first period of play. I wonder if this will also see the same result or same outcome. Malawi up against Saudi Arabia, and it is the Southeastern Africans that to get us underway from right to left in red, and Saudis in green from left to right. Let's say Group A encounter, the last before we take a break, and we return on the 20th for more action. The last of the group games, and then it's the business end of the competition, the knockout phases. TKO football. Justin Bonengwe-Pir was outstanding yesterday in that South African victory. Kept his team in the game for long periods. And South Africa had a bit of momentum, particularly in that second period of that game. They did enough in the end. It's been a day for the keepers, by the way, as well. Thanks of Msane, Buchari, Abdallah, and the likes as well. A bit of a change as well, ever so slightly in the weather. See, perhaps maybe the rain wants to make a comeback. Getting slightly ever so darker outside, but look, we got 36 minutes to get it done before we face Mother Nature's fury. It's snug and warm in the hotels, as the players do deserve that after hard work. And we are off. It's match 4 on match day 2, the last of today's fixtures. Saudi Arabia tackling Malawi. Yes, in Group A. It's all to play for, really. First chance already for the Malawians. That was Dala Simba Dala, key player for Coach Willie Kumulambe. There's 1 goal to his name, scored against South Africa yesterday. Real powerful player as well. A lot of these beach soccer players, I have to say, very strong, because you need to be. We're just having a conversation with one of our colleagues, and he said it surely cannot be easy to play on sand for the amount of minutes that they do. And I realized Why you need so many subs? Yes, not for the faint-hearted. Oh, the soft either. Now with Dala Simba Dala. We put under pressure, a lot of pressure. Speaking of that is on Khalid Mudaya. Really shone yesterday in Saudi Arabian colours, but missed key opportunities to give his side that momentum that they so desperately needed in their loss to the Seychelles. Darkman was on the scoreboard. Here is Malawi's captain in Isak Kajam. He was pivotal as well. Such an inspirational figurehead. Grabbed the game by the scruff of the neck when it looked as if it was going to move away from the Malawians when South Africa was rampant. Shut the back door. Shut the door in the South Africans' faces. And that was that. And they picked up the first points of the competition for them. And so the man I speak of, Mudaya, plays for Al Slameya. Already getting peppered with shots. There's Ali Al Safar. Guess they won't that far. Not off that is anyway. Now with the Saudi's Ramzi Dakman. Traveling already. Some glimmer of hope for some goal-scoring exploits for those fans that have braved the conditions and have stayed with us for the majority of the day. Really appreciate it. And you've not missed out. The action has been wild at times and really dramatic. That's how I like it. Soccer should be dramatic as much as within the ambient of the game. It is an entertaining aspect of our life, whether it's on beach or on grass, flicked over. Good chest work from the Saudi Salman Al-Rashdi representative. That Gustavo Silva yesterday was a frustrated figure as a side. I mentioned just wasted chances. It's Ali Al-Safa. Pressure on Mubarak Al-Sari. Touched away Isa Kajam. 50-50 between Malawian and a Saudi Arabian player comes to null. Now with Ramzi Dakman. One of a couple of players in the Saudi side. 90s babies. You've got Al-Safar born in 94. Al-Shati 96 and Dakman 95. Well, Khalid Mudaya born in 1995. Celebrates his birthday in June 31st. Dakman calls for support from Naif Yakal, who just came on. Already replacements onto the pitch. Chance now for Sadram Usi. They claim a foul to the Malawins. Will fall on deaf ears. Here's a chance for the lingering Salman Ashrati. Kajam. Power the shot taken off by Ramzi Dakman's block. Quickly thrown out just on the sidelines there. Let's spot Ahmed Al-Mami. Al-Mami is on now. Good action all around. The best chance of the period as far as Isaac Kajam's attempted thunderbolt here. Look at that, they pinched the ball off of the last line of defense. And that was Sadram Usi just wide from the ensuing shot. Don't want to do that, lose possession in your own half. I mean, we saw in the Tanzanian encounter, like both keepers culpable, gifting chances to opposition members. And first, Ibrahim Abdallah literally passed the ball to Mozambican player. And Derek Charles Kanyana also did the same thing. Someone needs to tell them You pass to your teammate, not the opponent. Here's a chance, a back healer. Nice creative idea there. Here come the Malawians on the counter. That should have been the game's first goal. Sadram Usi hit him more on the bottom of his foot, almost near the ankle region. Another flush on the actual foot itself, the instep. Hence it went wide. A lot of gaps appearing in this Saudi Arabian defense. That'll be worrisome for the coach. Saudi Arabia having conceded 3 goals in the tournament, scored 1 in return, while Malawi have scored 4 and conceded twice. Now with the unmissable Omar Karamesh. The youngest member of this Saudi Arabian side here, along with Naif Yakal, who's still in the early 20s. And from a free kick, it is Karamash who sets his sights on Justin Bonongwe Piri's goals. Good looking shot. Piri, a very strong punch, almost goes all the way. It does. From his fist, it went all the way out for a Saudi Arabian ball. It shows you how much power the Karamash got and the technique that Piri used. Warned by the ref though on this near side. Corner for the Middle Eastern side. Khalid Mudaya takes it. Wasted. It's Piri with the release. Touched on by Dala Simba Dala. Some space here for the captain. Captain Kajam. There's 3 players around him. That was never going to work. They crowded him. They know he's quite lethal with that. Takes the shot. Took a bit of a nick of Martin Biliati last. They may have missed that. Oh, they say that's legal. Great tackle by Mudaya. Seemed to be a push in the midst of all of that. Off the line is the keeper, but off target is Martin Biliati. Malawians haven't been sharp shooting at all in the opening period of this game with 4 minutes now remaining. Here's Khalid Modaya. One of 4 players who play for Al Simea out in Saudi Arabia. Need some medical attention. There's Mudaya. Now, a lot of the play has been in favor of the Malawians, as Saudi Arabia haven't been that much of an attacking threat. They themselves have been a defensive problem of their own making, losing possession in key areas of the pitch and gifting chances to the Malawians. Not that they need any. Reminder to you, they top Group A after their win in South Africa. They put 4 past them. That should have been the game's first goal. Sadram Usi, all he had to do was just make any sort of decent contact in the direction of the goals, and it probably would have been the first. And we're facing a goalless half, a goalless period here. In is Walid Al-Yobi, placing his teammate from Al Simaya, and Mudaya. Oh, it was really good touch there from Dala Simba. Dala didn't look on, but somehow he still managed to bring the ball down and then Get a shot going. Power. Too much though. Maybe less is more. Now with the keeper Al-Safar. From one keeper to another. Justin Bonengopiri. He plays for Beach Eagles out of Malawi. One of two players in the Malawian squad. The other being midfielder Toko Kamanga. Yet to feature in the tournament, Kamanga. Dala. Piri Obstigo Central. Chest work, light work, Sandram Usi. Arnold Lastin. Back to the main man, Dala. The ball seems to be gravitating to him the most of any player. On the sidelines, Isaka Jam ready to come back on, the leader over the Malawian team. Back to goal as the 2-8s battle it out into the last 2.5 minutes. Now, here comes Dala. There's two for company. Beats both of them. Can he beat the keeper? Oh, last ditch tackle. Had to be from Omar Karasham. Did he foul though, Dala? That's the big question. Let's have a close inspection. Beaten for pace, Karamash, but does well. Look at that. Busting a gut to get back there. As Dala stayed on his feet and switched on and just got a little toe onto the end of that. They go low. Easily blocked though by the keeper. A lot of the chances falling for the Malawians, but they have not taken one of these chances. The best falling to Sadram Usi. Will be reeling from that mess if the Saudis are able to get into this game. Yeah, that's a hack there from Dala Simba. Dala, well within his rights though to have a goal. He gets booked for that. And that's slightly harsh because his coach would be on his case. Why didn't you put a foot in? Damned if you do, damned if you don't. Yeah, both players really arrived at the same time, so it's well within his rights, but that's not how the officials saw it. Man in shot there. And saw it differently. Fans have been thoroughly giving them money's worth in terms of a Monday well spent. Out at the beach anyway. A minute and 35 seconds or so on the clock. Probably sneaky suspicion that this first period will end goalless. Unlike the other of the three previous games that we saw, there's been a goal in each of the first periods. In the Mozambique-Tanzania game, and South Africa, Seychelles, Angola and Morocco. And Captain Isaac Kajam to get us restarted again. Clock has been stopped. It is Kajam. Another hit and hope rather than control. There's a great little quote from Israel Adesanya, if you're a fan of mixed martial arts, the UFC former welterweight champion, saying, I don't hit and hope, I aim and swing and then land and knock you out. So that is something that I think applies in all sports, really. The aim is to aim, I guess. Now by Al-Safar spots the run to the left-hand side. There was a bit of space that had appeared as we enter the last, less than a minute now. That's now with Walid Al-Yabi. Winding down the clock. Good pass. Good run. Bad finish. Ahmed Al-Mami. Al-Mamamia. How did he miss that? 2 golden chances on either side of the fence. 2 players go for that in spectacular fashion. That really should have been the first goal. I know I said that with Sandre Usi attempt, but that one was way easier. He had more time. To the gleeful hands of Ali Asafar. And that will see the first period end goalless. A half of missed chances by Malawi and Saudi Arabia. The best 2 chances falling to Sandram Usi. And then late on into that move was Saudi's Ahmed Al-Hamami. Maybe saw his name already being written in the papers tomorrow, but forgot the main thing, the substance in the finish. Couldn't get it. So that's an end to the first period. Back again for the second. And we're ready to resume and pick it up yet again. One more half remains after this. Can Malawi separate themselves from Saudi Arabians, or can Saudi Arabia dish out a second shock defeat of the day after Angola's victory over high defensive Moroccans? There were chances in that first half. If that is to happen, one of these 10 players on show needs to stand up and be counted. And from the restart, it's Isaac Kajam, captain of Malawi. And sets us up for his his teammate as we begin another highly anticipated 12 minutes of play here. Saudi Arabia making history prior to coming to this tournament. In fact, being part of this tournament, becoming the first ever non-African nation to compete at the COSAFA event. Hoping to grow the game out in the Middle East. Former champions of the Arab Beach Soccer Cup in 2010. Only been 4 editions of that particular tournament. Played last in 2023. He topped their pool with wins over Mauritania and Morocco, who are also here with us. They 4-7 defeat to Lebanon. Saudis then going on to the quarterfinals after a 3-5 defeat to Palestine. Well, if you look at the Malawians, they return after a 9-year absence, so they'll be really hungry to reintroduce themselves to the rest of the African continent and the world at large, and remind them that Malawi are no slouches or no pushovers. We played in the inaugural event back in the Seychelles in 2015, where they lost in the final to Madagascar, going down 9-4 on the day. He has a chance with the outside of the foot. And with Dala Simba Dala, don't want to give him too many chances. He will Dalal what he must. Quick throw by Al-Safa. No, that's needless loss of possession there. Oh, arriving right on cue was Captain Isaka Jam. Almost just short, and gave Sandram Usi something to think about. Of course, Malawi didn't compete in the 2021 and 22 editions. Under the tutelage of Willie Kimulambe. It should be handled there easily by Piri. He obviously uses feet rather than his hands. Mudaya. Then got their second. Not much of a foul really, Mudaya. You know he was acting. The mere fact, if he's that injured, how does he have the energy to fight and argue with the match official? Usually that's not the case. Let's have a closer look. There was contact, but I don't think enough for him to roll around 57,000 times. Stern words from the official on that far side. It's Kajam, speaking of strength. Is this going to be the first game where we have 2 halves without any goals? Do we think there are going to be chances here? Just a matter of who will take them. Remember, in beach soccer, there cannot be any draws. So there will be a result one way or the other. The difference is, it all depends on which part of the game do they score. Well, they do it in the second period. He missed the chance. Sandram Usi in the first. He has atoned for his former sins. He gets the first for Malawi. Just a matter of time with how Saudi Arabia set up at the back. They have now conceded 4 goals in the tournament. Malawi marching on to 5 now. From the corner, quickly taken. Frank Mulipwembe. Guess who's involved? Kajam from the floor. Somehow he flicks the ball up and then finds the head of an unmarked Sadram Usi. Usi goes on to score his 3rd of the tournament. A couple of players on 3. Ghanam of Morocco is one of them. So is Sadram Usi. Hey, look at that. Good header there. Saudi Arabians asking each other questions. Who was marking him? It looked as if they were caught ball watching. Several players converged around one man. That's Isaac Ajam. Well, Usi had the freedom of the South Beach, really. Malawian are faithful. I saw yesterday Isaac Ajam scoring one of the goals in a crucial moment and then going to the corner flag and just celebrating the fans they took to him. In the meantime, a bit of a issue here for Naif Yakal. That's what happened to him. Oh yeah, got clattered into. Oh, look at the Malawian player as well. Martin Biliati. Do believe that some of these players, if football does not yield the results they need, I think Hollywood could be a good bet for some of them. There's an issue there for Mubarak Arosari. Not quite sure what the problem is because there was no one near him. Maybe an awkward landing for him. Maybe a piece of rock there. Does happen.
At 3 o'clock, COSAFA legends versus equalizer legends. Still waiting for the list to see if I think the score there.
Oh, nowhere close. Walid Ayobi. Well, it's a good touch, or at least it looked as if something could develop there from Ramzi Dakman. He is one of the more technically gifted players. That's much better. I think Coach Kimulambe would want a bit more control of from his side that they're exhibiting after taking the lead here. Very slender lead. Mudaya. Now with Walid Al-Yobi. I've tried it a few times. There is something on there at the back post. Cleverly peeled away from his man Mubarak Al-Dusari, but ball never got to him. That's scuppered by keeper Piri. Ooh, creative play of note. That's 10 out of 10 IQ level there. I don't know if he meant it. Was that a attempted pass that turned into a shot? They won't care. It's 1-1. Saudi's up and running. Keeper Piri bamboozled with a touch of genius there. Have a look at this from Mubarak Al-Dasari. Just a little dink over. Yeah, just to make sure that what was definitely going in. And Ramzi Dakman assisted it, but I think it was, and probably Mubarak Al-Dasari's goal there was definitely goal bound. It's 1-1. Well, is that going to change? Ooh, almost did. Give him possession again on the umpteenth time. That's not going to do well for Gustavo Silva's blood pressure. He's a highly volatile character, judging by what we saw yesterday. Good touch. Oh, Saudi Arabia turned it around. Ramzi Dakman. Told you that he's a dangerous player, Ramzi Dakman. He gets his second of the tournament. Superb turn. Feeling where the defender is. And shifting him one way. Put it on his left, past Piri. Before he knew what had happened. Malawi have lost concentration here. We do finally have goals. Look at that. The defender far too tight and had to stretch, and he knew he was in trouble. All Dakman had to do was ensure that he switched on and finished off the job. Karamash gets the bib off. Prepares to come on for Mudaya. Now we need reprieve here. We need to get this guy back into the game. Isaac Ajam. Piri hasn't had a go as yet from that area. I think that was more of a pass to his teammate than rather a shot. Ooh, dangerous keeper Ali Asfasa. Not helping his teammate at all. There was a man right on his back. Even if he did regather it, he was always going to be under pressure. That's Duckman. Oh, look at that. Sand everywhere. Like sand through the hourglass. You know the rest. Oh, another chance. The Malawians have switched off here. The control that they shown in the first period has disappeared. We're having Saudi Arabia getting more and more chances than they ever did in the first, and that's why they're in the lead. While Malawi are not putting pressure back on them at all. That would worry Coach Willie Kumulambe. That's something I think he will mention in the 3-minute break. That we've let them off the hook, given them the momentum. We've tried this tactic a number of times, and it almost worked for a second time, where you have two Malawian players right up there attacking, and it becomes a 1v1 situation with the last defender. If you turn the defender, you have a chance. Talking of a chance, that one goes wide. Oh, the coach who watches on of the Seychelles, Harold Paul Colosseum. Look at that, no follow-up to put pressure on whomever's going to receive the ball. That's a bit late on, of course. Saudi Arabian players don't need much of an invite to hit the deck. There's a Walid Yabi, but it was a definite foul. There's a quick look and it says come now. Captain Mubarak Al-Disari to rejoin us in the next 4.5 minutes at some point during that time, which is what's remaining now in this second period. Clock should be back on in the next few seconds when Walid Al-Yabi sort of gets the setup ready for the shot he's going to take. It is Walid Al-Yabi. Ay from Al-Wabi. Oh, that touch was just slightly too strong. Ahmed Al-Mami. And he just brought it to a bit more central. We had a chance there to release a shot. That's a push by Sandram Usi. Yeah, the fans are really connected, and some of the fouls that the Saudis are claiming, they're not too sure about, neither am I. Coach Gustavo Silva brings on one of his impact players off the bench. Yeah, not much in that, to be honest. It is a contact sport. Mubarak Al-Dusari. As Al-Dusari takes that wicked bounce over the keeper. Statuesque. As he watched on helplessly. The Saudis running rampant in the second period. 3 unanswered goals. Wow. Thumbs up. Where to for Willie Kumamba's side now. Yes, I was thinking that potentially this might just be one of these goalless 3 halves. Boom, look at that. No chance, keeper. No chance. No, there are players that actually do that on purpose, and they identify such spots or deficiencies the pitch and use it. That was very good work there. I don't know if that's what he meant, but he had a go. Oh, rifled that. Orisara didn't have much of a chance to control it. Gets back though to up out in defense and should be easily cleaned up by Ali Al Safar.
Just under 4 minutes.
Just under 4 minutes now. They watch on, the Malawian fans, in disbelief, beleaguered. If the Saudis get a fourth, wow. What a day of action it's really been. Thinks about the bicycle kick. Ups against it. Now back to the goal scorer. Holds off his man. Waits for the run of Kamarash. Oh, that was a mistake, and that should have been a second for Malawi. Killed that chance there for Dala Simba Dala. You would have bet on money that he would have at least tested the keeper. He's a decent finisher. Not to be Mudaya with the volley. Yeah, Saudi quite capable of times of giving away the ball too easily or cheaply. Karamesh hits the deck, and on to come on is Ramzi Dakman. A yellow card comes out here. Who's that for? Already Dala Simba Dala has been booked already in this game. Somebody's just joined him. It's the captain, Kajam Mudaya. Back again to Mudaya. Dala Simba Dala needs to get that mistake out of his head for the next chance that lands at his feet. Ramzi Dakman, the master of the dark arts. Let's see how much contact did Ramzi take. Ramzi. No, there's the... not much in that. Not much in that. Yes, he did touch him, but not enough to see the man bring himself to the floor like a sniper just took him out. Remove. How much movement will Dakman get on this ball? If this goes in, it is a long way back for Malawi. Here's Dakman against Piri. Piri wins it on the follow-up. It's Dakman! Oh, great save. I don't know if there was the defender or Piri himself. A combination of both. Malawi have been nowhere in this second period. It's been all Saudi Arabia. Mudaya. Same sand in his eye as Mudaya. That was that earlier chance. Mudaya, or rather Mudaya, but Dakman low to his left. Dakman gets there. Oh, I think the touch was definitely of Piri's right foot. You see the puff of sand there. It's easily gifted away there. Long throw by the keeper. Clock winding down. Malawi need at least one now to make it a grandstand finish in the third quarter. Onto it first. There's Ahmed Almami. Now picked up by Isaac Kajam. Playing perhaps a bit too deep for where his skill set really comes through. Claims of a push. Not even. Kajam. Mudaya. Always Mudaya. Gustavo Silva speaking up for his players. Look at the shock on Mudaya's face. They wave him away. There's a good chance here for the Malawans. You would think that Isaka Jam will really let loose here. They have not tested Al Safar quite a bit. Or, not enough, should I say. Claiming the handball there. And Mudaya thought he was fouled, but in fact he ended up lying on top of the ball and touching it with his hand. Here's where we find ourselves as a consequence. Isaka Jam. It's the captain! Somewhere in Shaka Marine, that one. Good turn. Oh, Saudi Arabia get a fourth in the last 60 seconds of the period. That is the second time that they've used the same modus operandi to undo Malawi. I mentioned the fact that leaving just one defender against that man, Ramzi Duckman, is playing with fire. He scored the same goal. Almost identical fashion. Look at that. Back to goal. Takes his touch. The difference is he scored it with his left the last time. This time with his right. Ambidexterity at its best there from Ramzi Duckman. Hits 4 Saudi Arabia. 1 Malawi. Look away. If you're a Malawi fan, your team has just fallen by the wayside here, and Saudi Arabia have gone from strength to strength. It's going to really now be an interesting last period. Surely can't be fifth. Well, can't be a fifth goal. Duckman, real key player for them. Even yesterday in a losing cause, you could see he was a shining light. Oh, today, don't mind the shining light. He was the lighthouse. Ooh. You would think his team is losing. Karamash. Still Karamash. Just couldn't get the chance away to an expectant Duckman. And the buzzer should be upon us very shortly. Right on cue. Saudi Arabia for a historic win here and an important win. Duckman with a brace. As Malawi have missed chances, but most importantly have gifted chances to Saudi Arabia. The coach will be bitterly disappointed. One of the big talking points in that half was a decent touch to begin things with. Therefore, Dala Simba Dala, but toe poked it high and handsome. And at this point, it was just all Malawi, really. The likes of Isaka Jam. Hence, I said it's as if they sort of released the foot off the pedal there. This attempt from the Saudi Arabian player Islam Sarraj, not far off. From the corner, they found this goal. Dala Simba Dala. He had missed a chance earlier than that, but then came back in the second to put that away. That seemed to spur on the Saudi Arabians. Good finish, to be honest. Keeper Asafar going to the right, ball looping over his left shoulder. And again, Malawi on the front foot. Martin Biliati. Then the game just sort of moved away from the Malawins with this finish. I even forgot about this one. Mabak Oswari, one of the goals of the day as well. We've seen pure power. How about that for just a deft touch? Then it was the Duckman show. First of his goals, he turns left, beats his man easily, blasts it past Piri to give the Saudis a lead. Look what it means to him. He knows that's a key moment. Decide we're heavily under pressure. At first touch set him up ever so nicely. Great finish there from Ramzi Duckman. And then from the keeper, guess who again? Duckman. Oh, in fact, it was the one before Duckman. It was a header from Ahmed Al-Mami. And this goal as well to loop over the keeper, Piri. Can't do much about that, really. You have to kind of feel for him. As Mubarak Azrawi got his first goal. Wow, wicked bounce. That's like a day 5 pitch out in Sri Lanka. Cracks everywhere. Wow. And then another chance for Malawi is Dala Simba Dala. He's been off today with the main man for Saudi Arabia, Dakman. Bringing out a double save from Piri. You would have thought, oh man, I should have scored that one. My chance is gone. And he produced this magic moment as well. Look at that. 3 touches to get it out of his feet. And then bang, a fourth in the back of the net. Supreme work from Ramzi Dakman. Putting in a man of the match performance here. Almost carbon copy of the first he scored. Look what it means to him. Get in there. Oh, here we go. Oh, show off you. Oh, he's a showman, all right. We're back for the third quarter. For Malawi to get anything out of this game, they need to perform early and do it consistently. They need to get 3 goals from somewhere just to at least try to take it to extra time. Never mind 4 to try win it outright. That sounds highly unlikely. There's only been one team that scored 4 goals today outside of Saudi Arabia, and that was Tanzania, and they lost 5-4. And South African Seychelles finished 3-2. Angola and Morocco 3-2 as well. So statistically, the odds are against them. Oh, good play. Turns inside out and then protects the ball. Salman Ashrasti, the Aliwal player. Now over here to Ahmed Almami. Almami. Ooh. Oh, another wicked bounce. Almost deceiving, bamboozling the keeper yet again. Great save there from Piri. Had to change direction. It's all falling for Saudi Arabia here. It's not easy, this game. It really isn't. It's Kajam. Nice turn. Good interception there by Mudaya. Go back to Piri. The likes of, I think, Kajam, Usi and Dala. As well as Molipembe. Oh! It's a 5th for Saudi Arabia. 5-star performance from number 4. For 5, Ahmed Almami. Almami. I think Malawi are dead in the sand here. He agrees. Oh. Ahmed Almami. 5-1. He subbed off his Almami. Mistake, bangs it with the instep. Keeper Piri, helpless. Mistake from the captain Kajam as well. Oh, where do Southeastern Africans go from here now? Chastening defeat for them. Who would have thought that at the start of play? Is it going to get worse? Piri as well to stop the attack, but where is he going? Looking to take it upon himself because his strikers are letting him down. As things stand, currently this is the biggest margin. If it were to end right now, biggest winning margin by far in the competition. 4 unanswered goals. Saudi Arabia taking to COSAFA Beach Soccer 23 action like a duck to water. Or is it a Saudi Arabian on sand? Al-Safa. Some of the play acting though just needs to end from likes of Khalid Ad Muwalad. Into the last 8 minutes now. Flicked up Kajam. It was his mistake that saw Malawi concede a fifth. Oh, Kajam to sort of guide that in with his right foot. Oh, so close there. And to the Saudi Arabian player who does manufacture across to the back post there. You know, this is in keeping with what we've seen earlier with the goals. Oh, Mudaya obviously involved somewhere. It's number 10 against number 10. Darkman wins that. He's really shone today as Darkman. Honestly, his work in the offensive areas. Oh, Mudaya down. Way two for the Malawis. That mistake by Captain Kajam. Took it first time. Bamboozled the keeper and the defenders. And I think that may just have seen their confidence even lower if it wasn't already as low as possible. Wow. Malawi coming into this game with so much hype around them after that win that they got. Remember, they're making a return after a 9-year absence. And they're finding that the game of beach soccer has moved on. Oh, Mudaya. Yeah, Mudaya. Mudaya showing where he's injured. As if the medics or the ref needs to know. He's up on his feet. That's what counts. But he's a clever, wily character. May get under the skin of many players. He reminds me of kind of like Sergio Busquets for Barcelona. He was a master of the dark arts. Smallest little touch, he'll be rolling around the floor. But what he does is break momentum for the opposition. And that's what Mudaya does best. He breaks momentum and gets under your skin and makes you forget your own game. Captain Kajam, all over him was a Saudi player. Now a chance, big block. Karamash, what a big block that is. Good block as well from Karamash. Of course, the teams will be back in action after tomorrow's rest day. The Seychelles open up the day against Malawi. That's going to be a tough one for Malawi now if they take this loss. The Seychelles as well, because they lost to South Africa, leaving it wide open in that group. Morocco will then play Angola. I beg your pardon, Angola will play Mozambique. Well, South Africa taking on Saudi Arabia. Last match of the day, Morocco and Tanzania. That Morocco and Tanzania game is going to be explosive. South Africa and Saudi Arabia may just see two sides that were down and out after day one, right in the thick of things in terms of qualification. Ball went out of play there. Don't think Malawi are going to get 4 goals in what, 6 minutes? It's a goal a minute. Thrill a minute. Ooh. And Mudaya's back in on the pitch. Expect more drama. Kajam towers over Karamesh. Of course, once the group stages have been sorted out, it is down to the semi-finals on the 22nd of March with the winner of Group B taking on the run-up in Group A. Winner of Group A taking on the run-up of Group B. Then third and fourth place playoff takes on the 23, the curtain raiser, before the final on the 23rd here at South Beach at 3:30. Make sure you join us. Definitely the warmest place to be. I can guarantee you that. I think we've gotten away with it a little bit too last 2 days. I hope I haven't jinxed it. Now so far, just need to see this out now. Do Gustavo Silva's team, they went and recruited Gustavo Silva to give them that edge that they need, that experience, that guile that the Brazilian possesses. He's a highly respected coach in beach soccer circles. I'm going to be very pleased with his side's performance. He's got a tune out of them today. Not so much for Willie Kumembe. As well, the team had been preparing for the COSAFA champs with a camp in the city of Jazan under the eye of a Brazilian Copa Zulukovic. So he called in his buddy, I guess, Mr. Silva. Recently returned from Oman as well, an international friendly beach soccer championship tournament where they finished third. Before that, they also lost a friendly against Italy 5-3. That's Kajam. That is Razak. And Darkman. Darkman again is on for a hat-trick. No one scored a hat-trick as yet in the tournament. Well, according even to beach soccer worldwide, the team is ranked number 23 in the world. Second highest of the teams competing here in Durban. Highest being Morocco, 18th, and ooh, 6 would have just been. Stop it now. Keeper back pedals, does well to just push that away, and will take his time as well. Yeah, the masters of just sucking the life out of their opponents. And to back pedal. I think the last touch was of Kajam there. They had that covered all the way. The Saudi Arabian keeper. So far, don't think they've used Batal Arouali as yet. Kajam goes low. Yeah, still Ali Al-Safar in between the sticks. Gustavo Silva cannot bear to watch anymore. Into the last 2 minutes. I think the result has been known for a while. It's going to get worse. It's a Darkman. Can't find the angle with Kajam right next to him. Tired looking attempt there from Ramsey Darkman. He'll go out and it is a Malawian ball. Kajam. This costly mistake. He's seen his side well and truly out of this one. Good save, low down there by Al-Safar. It's just not been that man's day. Sandram Usi, he too could have had a hat-trick. I'm not even going to count that one as a miss. I think that's a really good save by the keeper, but there's 2 chances that he definitely should have put away. Kajam Not really much to work with in terms of time for Willie Kumulambe's team. Keeper's down again. Keeper's down again. Said, show me the number on the back of your shirt, that man. And then the chance landing at the feet of Sadram Usi, who was not expecting it. That's why it was on the back foot. Into the last minute, Malawi properly beaten here. Saudi Arabia have come to the party into the last 36 seconds. Oh, he's definitely going to want to foul this Mudaya. Look at that, up on his feet. Mudaya. That should be the 6th. It's not cleared off the line there by Dala Simbadala. As Coach Gustavo Silva and his technical team applaud this team's performance. Malawi beaten. Oh, and just to finish off things in style, they almost got a 6 as well. Saudi Arabia have just arrived. They were beaten yesterday, handsomely so. Never in the game, as they lost 3-1 to the Seychelles. They then turned up on match day 2 and did away with the Malawans, who beat hosts South Africa 4-2. 5-1, comprehensive. The most comprehensive victory we've seen here today. Quick touch-up. Mozambique beat Tanzania 5-4. And South Africa 3-2 against Seychelles. Man of the match, no doubt at all. He definitely deserves it. Ramsey Duckman handed over his award is Brilliant Kuzwalo. Brilliant work from Ramsey Duckman. And former Bafana goalkeeper and former Orlando Pirates goalman as well, Ramsey Duckman. Man, after South Africa's game was Angola 3-2. This one, Saudi Arabia 5, Malawi 1. We take a break, but be back on the 20th. The action commences yet again. What a day it's been.